What is going on, everybody? Let's kick this one off. I had troubles. Who got 3 minutes? I see Cosmic Mermaid and Starman. They're saying 5 minutes. No, three. Whoever got 3 minutes. I literally went to sign on, or not sign on, but actually go live, and I had no sound on this end. I ended up restarting the computer. Not bad. It took me all of about 3 minutes, and I'm on. I can actually hear. So welcome everybody. Oh my gosh, it is open mic night. Let me throw that link up here if you want to come on and join us. No, now you're gonna. Now it forgot what I saved. You guys saw it before. I had it before. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. Let's see. Just doing a little. I already had this typed in. Now I have to do it again. Let's see here. Hold on, guys. Let's see if I can do this all in one shot. There it is. Now let's try it. Click the link down here. I'm going to go ahead and post it in the room. Right there it is. If you want to join us and come on live. I wasn't sure if it was the computer that I was having sound problems or my ears were having sound problems. So I don't know, but this is the last live from Central Oregon. Don and I are going to be traveling and getting out of here. We got Area 51 coming up probably in October. And we'll talk a little bit about that if I can get Don to jump on. And some of our regulars. I think we had an open mic night last week, and I know that I just to remain consistent. That was just a special thing, and but this is the last Sunday of the month, so wanted to throw that out there. I know X Fired Up had first in the house, but I see Jim Bertrand up at the top. So apparently my all of your conversation from before was cut off from me, but I saw Cowboy Biker Adventures. There's Jeff Edwards. Glad to have you here. X Fired Up. There he is right there. I saw X Fired Up. X Fired Up. You beat him. And I'm going to go ahead and click your next one here, but that's I know Don was trying to give you a chance, and he waited just a little bit long. So let's see who we got. W.S. Griffey, hello. Glad to have you here. Cosmic Mermaid and Starman, always good to have you. RV Living Life, Mr. Gary and Miss Carol, there you are. And let's see. Timaz, glad to throw it up there. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. So, but glad to have you here. Let's see. Rolling on down the line. You guys are talking. Let's see if we can get through. Hopefully I didn't miss you. If I missed you, I apologize. I know half of my conversation when I restarted the computer, I lost it. So yeah, there it was. Whoever got 3 minutes, you're the winner of the pool this week. There we go. There. Whoa, Nelly is in the house. Hello, Lucy. How you doing? HC Carefree Highway. Glad to have you here. Laura WG Arts. That's Miss Laura right there. Glad to have you here. Oh my gosh. Scrolling through. Tigner Adventures is in the house. Tigner Adventures. I want you to post what you achieved this week, and we're going to give you a little shout out for your channel. And congrats to you guys. Our Toad on the Road is here. Glad to have you here from Nampa, Idaho. W.S. Griffey, I think we mentioned you. Miss Jennifer LaFord, glad to have you here. Oh my gosh. Okay, and 6549 Harry. Hello, everyone. Glad to have you here. Yeah, Tigner Adventures, you hit a milestone here, and I want to throw it up there for you. But oh my gosh. Yeah, on the secret number. Yep. Yeah. it's it's not that secret, but I'd rather they told you. They actually put out a post. If you're not signed up on their channel, give them a shout out. But congrats. So oh my gosh, guys, I have been, I am ready to leave Central Oregon just because I'm tired of projects. It has been one thing after another. And somebody last week mentioned and asked for a battery update on the new lithium batteries. The lithium batteries, I have not kicked out part 3 of my install video yet because I've been trying to get everything done before we, yeah, there it is right there, before we took off. And I am this close to, I don't have them all done, but yeah, I'm 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, that's it right there. Tigner Adventures. Congrats, you guys. I remember having you guys on. I think the first time we met up there at Snowbird Mesa, and so glad to see that number on there. Congrats, guys. That is a milestone. So good job. Oh my gosh, yeah, WCRV Adventures. They're in Florida finishing up work, and of course that inevitable warranty work. Yeah, that it never. You said get that warranty work done, but yeah, it's never done. It's never done. My God. Even after the warranty period is over, it's never done. So, oh my gosh. Oh, so what have I been working on? Are the batteries life changing? They have made a complete difference in how I boondock so far. Now, I haven't done a lot of boondocking, but I've done a couple weeks here and there since installing them. And by and large, I have not really needed the generator at all. And if you guys have followed along, one of the reasons why I needed to do this is I'm up to 6,000 hours on my generator. They predict, and it's just kind of a loose figure, but they predict that the diesel generator that I've got on board, that's probably got a lifespan of about 10,000 hours. And yeah, you start seeing that 6 pop up there in front. Is like, okay, I need to get serious. So got serious this summer, and that's one of the very first projects that I did, was getting more solar up there and getting those batteries installed. And it has made a huge difference. But I would say Don would probably agree. I've got 4 batteries at 100 amp hours apiece. And I bet Don would agree that that probably needs to be closer to 8 for me. And but he is here. Oh, Don, you just disappeared. Darn it. I was just getting ready to bring you on. Maybe he's having problems with this sound. So you think? I don't know. I read the forums and stuff, and I couldn't. I've been hearing a lot of 10,000 hour lifespans on it, so I don't know. I know that it's about a $10,000 generator to replace, so there's a lot of incentive there to get off of that generator and onto solar power. And so far, I give it a thumbs up, but maybe a little bit more. There he is. He's back again. Are you ready, Don? Bring him on. He gives me a thumbs up. All right, let's throw you on there real quick. Let's see. There we go. Hello, Don. How you doing?
Hey, Dave. Hi, everybody.
Yeah. What do you think? Oh, go ahead.
I wasn't going to come on, but I'm sure people's tired of looking at me. But anyhow,
not at all.
Not at all. At least say hi.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you did. Now, Don, we were just sitting there talking. You and I have had conversations about this before, but we were talking about those lithium batteries. I've got 400 amp hours, 4 batteries, 100 amp piece, and I question, and you kind of question if that's enough.
Yeah, well, I question my 630. I really think if you're going to have cloudy and smoky days, like 3 days in a row, like I experienced last week, boondocking, you probably need 800. But I'm also an energy hog. I have probably a dozen or maybe 15 electronic devices uh, hooked up
Right.
and going
Yep.
all the time, including, two hotspots plus my Starlink, and that all takes energy, 24 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
Plus,
It does.
I run my TV 24 hours a day, even when I sleep. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
you and I have talked about this before. We kind of share that in common. We're energy hogs. We're not easy on the batteries when we are running on them.
okay,
Yep.
yep. So maybe 800 is the magic number. I don't know. I do
Yeah.
know with my 630, I do not want to use more than 569 amp hours. That's
Yeah,
it.
you've kind of figured that out. It's
The hard way.
you learn it the hard way about the time that everything shuts down. Is that kind of what happened with you?
Yeah, about 7 o'clock. I usually wake up 7:30. I got woke up because TV went off and I heard a click. Of course, all the 12-volt stuff still worked, but
Right.
all my plugs went dead because the inverter shut off.
Yeah, the inverter does shut off when it gets down to a certain voltage level, and but it doesn't mean that the battery shut down. It just shuts down your inverter, so
Right.
you still have some 12 volt to follow up behind that.
It took a while to clear it out of the system a few days, though. I mean, all the repercussions, I think. But keep in mind, it was also 7 o'clock. It was 35 degrees that morning, so
Right,
which
right.
which the heater still worked, and then my generator, I just fired it up, so everything was cool.
Yeah, yeah, and that's that. So I've got a little bit different system. My 12 volt system is separate. So I've got my lithiums feeding the inverter, and indeed, my lithiums will or the inverter will shut down when it gets down to a certain level on the voltage. And I don't remember what I've actually got that set, but yeah, it'll let you know in a heartbeat that you just lost your batteries real quick.
Yeah, well, this far north, this time of year, the sun's really south, and and we had those smoky days. I mean, real thick smoke. Plus, we had rain and clouds, rainy weather, at least cloudy, uh, 3 days in a row, and it drains those batteries down. I mean, the way I
Oh
use
yeah,
electricity anyway.
yeah,
And I've got
yeah,
and I've got 1,200 watts, and I've got 630 amp hours. So
right,
uh,
right.
kind of wish I
Yeah,
had 800.
yeah, and I've got about 200, but our vision nomadic living is in the house. Glad to have you guys here. I haven't seen you since Quartzite. Well, I get to see you on videos, so and they do a lot of shorts, and so you're still doing good with your shorts. That was to you, Don.
I'm sorry, it was all garbled. I couldn't understand it.
Oh, I was just saying our vision nomadic living is in the house, and I was saying hi to them. I see them on their videos. They're doing a lot of shorts, and I was just asking you how are you doing with all the you put out quite a bit of shorts.
Yeah, I do. Uh, I found shorts. Some of them get you subscribers. And they get me tons of views. I would say 90% of my views is from shorts, and 92.5% last time I checked was from non-subscribers.
Right, I gotcha. Okay, all right. And you
So
you you know you're going to teach me how to do shorts, because I haven't done, I tried to do one once and it was a failure. So you're
Right.
going to have to show me how you do those and make that happen.
Be happy
And
to.
yeah, and but you put your shorts also on your Instagram?
I actually put the raw footage I created by editing into reels on Instagram, and also on what's that called? What's the other one? TikTok. Even though it's
TikTok.
not really Tik.
Nope, you cut out.
Had them get 3,500 views. Some of them.
Right, right. Yeah, and I have not gotten it. I watch the TikToks, but I don't know that I actually have an official account over there, but they
Yeah.
are entertaining, if nothing else. So, and
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't remember if I've seen any of yours on there or not, but maybe you have to. I don't know how TikTok works, if you have to subscribe to you or something like that.
Yeah. Odds of you find it probably be, I mean, by accident, probably be slim.
Right, right. I just see Mr. Gary just popped in. Are you ready there,
Oh,
Mr. Gary? Oh, well, put you on then. Hello, Mr. Gary. How you doing?
Hey guys, I hope I
hey,
don't have an
Gary.
echo going.
No, you sound
Nope,
good.
we're good. All right,
Yep,
maybe
yep,
I'm figuring this thing out.
yep. Now,
Maybe
Gary, we were just talking about TikTok. Do you have a TikTok account?
I do.
Do you? Okay.
I've done a couple things on TikTok. I kind of like Instagram Reels. I seem to have a good time with that. I
Okay.
like the fact that Instagram Reels has so much commercial music on there you can use.
Right, right. And yeah, you can use it. I don't know how TikTok works. So it's, all of that stuff is foreign to me. You guys will have to show that to me one day. So,
Well, Don could probably tell you it'll take you 5 minutes. You'll figure it out yourself. It's really easy.
Right. Right.
Our Vision Nomadic Living says he posted on Facebook, Vanjie riding our e-bikes the other day, had 10,000 views.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Nice. That's good for an
Cool.
e-bike video.
See, all of these
Yeah.
platforms, I just don't know well enough to post on them, or you've got YouTube and the shorts and Facebook and TikTok and Instagram, and it almost turns into a full-time job trying to do all that.
Well, I just on Facebook, I just put the link to my YouTube video, short or long. Uh, you know, so I'm just advertising it on Facebook, so to speak. I don't put
Okay.
the actual footage there like I do
Yeah.
on the reels on Instagram.
It's real easy on Facebook because, like Don says, you just put the link to the YouTube video and then you wait a second and it pops up. And then the link that you put there, you can actually rev that out at that point, and you can just write some sort of title or whatever you want, or just leave it the way it is.
Yeah.
Right, right. No. Hey, I've got one for you. And we actually, Don, you and I and Miss Karen got together and went out to dinner the other night. And did you hear that conversation about the game she ended up was playing with her I believe her daughters? I'm not sure. And I thought, that almost sounds like it would be fun on the lives, to do on the lives.
To do what? I'm sorry, you
There,
cut out.
oh, that's okay. That she was mentioning a game that she was playing, and it was called Shit Happens.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh man, we play that every day already. What are you talking about?
that's what I thought. This is like perfect for RV living life,
Shit happens and nothing's ever easy, man. The two rules of life.
Well, I am looking at that, and I would love to come up with something that fits for the lives, and it probably wouldn't be too intensive, but I'd like to incorporate the not only the if it happens to be an open mic night, because that would be fun, having a competition between everybody that showed up, but also in the comment section in the group chat, and keep track of scores, and see if we can't come up with a game that would kind of bring you into the fold to enjoy the game. And I don't know, we'll just something that I'm looking at, and I looked at it a little bit over the weekend, and I thought, I know we could come up with something that would work, and that would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
Tom
that
and
would be
Lori's
cool.
5-second game.
Right? Yeah, and that's what I was kind of looking at. I didn't want to steal Tom and Lori, but they have a lot of fun with that. Now that is just them answering,
Right.
but
Yeah.
this would bring it into the realm of everybody in the chat rooms in the group who wanted to put in, and we could kind of keep score and see who. I don't know. I like the idea, and if you've got ideas for a game, let me know, because I think that it would be fun to do 10 or 15-minute segment on the lives, and have that, and maybe we can come up with some prizes that people can win. That would be kind of fun. Yeah, Tom.
I see in the chat it's mentioned that Tom finally won the game today or yesterday. I was shocked.
Right. Oh, Lori is sharp. You've hung out with her. Miss Lori is sharp.
Oh, yeah.
And you gotta well, and Tom doesn't come up with the hardest questions for her. She could just spit those out. So
Did you see the game? Like last week, Lori asked Tom, name 3 bones in your foot. Like, are you kidding me? Right?
I saw
this week, Tom asked Lori, name 3 of my favorite foods, and she couldn't name one.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That kills me, that game.
Yep. So yeah, I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I just haven't come up with a good idea. So I have to give credit to Miss Karen. We were sitting there having a conversation, and she put it out there, and I said, that sounds like it might be a lot of fun. And I guess the premise of it is kind of like Family Feud. They had a panel of 100 people who basically life situations would rate it between 1 and 100 on how severe that is. And there's Tom and Lori now. They're watching in the background. And yeah, no, we saw Tom. We saw. Yeah, you can hold the fist up high. You did good. You did
He
good.
won.
Yeah.
Yep.
But no, I think that would be a lot of fun, and it could incorporate the people in the chat room that wanted to get involved. And I don't know, maybe we could come up with a prize or something that we could give away, and I'll just play with that idea. But I wanted to give Miss Karen the credit, because she was the one that brought it up, and she's known for years I've wanted to find something that I could kind of incorporate into the lives. I thought, that sounds like a lot of fun. So
yeah.
So you know what I've been working on? You've been in the e-bike business. Can you see the bike there in the background?
I did see it, and I was going to say, is that a new bike? Where'd that one come from?
That is my old bike. That has been a process. Don has come over a couple times, and we actually sat and worked on it, and we've.
Did you wash it?
No, put new plastic, new graphics, new seat cover, and yeah. But I had a starter problem with it, and I was working on that, and that it has actually been shut down. I was actually hanging out with Tom and Lori when I started having the starter problems, and it basically has been shut down since January or February of this year, and it was one of my summer projects to get done, and I knew that I had to dig into the engine and fix it, and got that. Oh, there it is right there. Good job, Tom. Good job, Tom. X Fired Up says, "Yeah, Amazon has the card game. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. Absolutely. I now some of the questions on there are a little risque. I won't lie, and probably not appropriate for 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 a YouTube channel.
Yeah, they
But
won't like
so we can kind of we can filter those, and but essentially what it is I pose a situations that truck breaks down, and where does that rate from 1 to 100, and you kind of give it a point value, whether it be 30 or 40, and they have a panel of 100 people that they've polled to see how severe this problem actually is, and that's how you score points on the game. And so there you go. Tom can relate to that one. He'd probably rate that one pretty high. So I don't know exactly how the point scale works, but I think that it would be a lot of fun. I'll put that up there. So Gary, what do you got in plans? How are you doing?
Oh man, same old thing, just keeping busy.
Yeah.
I did reveal a little secret to you guys last week. I'm just going to put it out there. Carol and I are working for the summer. So, the economy's down, and we live on investments, and we don't want to spend money from our investments when they're down. So we just decided to work the summer. And I've got 28 more days of work, and then I'm off again for the winter.
Off again for the winter. Are you coming? You're coming south. I think we talked about that.
Yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of us in Florida this winter. It's kind of surprising.
Right.
Wayne and Carrie are going to be there, and Joe, the computer guy, contacted me, and he's got the identical schedule we do, which I can't believe.
Oh wow!
And so we're going to be hooking up with him, and then there's W.S. Griffey's down there. X Fired Up. Just a crazy number of people we're going to meet down there this year, and there was some people we met in Florida. I don't know if I even ever told you guys this story, but we pulled into a spot in Orlando Thousand Trails, and another coach pulled up beside us a couple days later, and it was identical to mine. Same year, everything, same coach. So I said, "Hey, I really like your coach, right?" And his wife and the lady Marge, she says, "Hey, I like your coach too, right?" So we started talking to them, and they invited us over for dinner. And then within a period of about a week, we were brought into their group of people, and we were having dinners with like a dozen people, a couple nights a week, and
wow.
It was really a good time. We spent about a month together. We spent some time in Thousand Trails, Orlando, and then some time in Claremont. And they're Clarebrook. They're contacting us, and they're going to be at the same site we are. So and my son and daughter are also going to be there at Christmas time. So I envision a circle around a campfire of about 20 people. Should be a good time.
Right. I enjoyed. I'm kind of envious because I looked forward to getting over to the East Coast again. I haven't been over there in a few years. Ever since COVID started up, I really haven't wanted to put the investment into going all the way over there. But I think I think right now, as it stands, I'll be down in 2025, and if we can get my brother to retire and stop working, he wants to hit up the East Coast and do the East Coast that year, and so that's tentative right now. Of course, everything is kind of written in sand, but we're looking forward to getting back that way. And I want to spend time down on the Keys.
Right. We hope to spend the whole month of February on the Keys.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have just, every time that I've gone down that way, I have just loved it. So, let me throw on Tigner Adventures. There's David. You ready there, David? He's got thumbs up. Let's go ahead and add him in there.
Hey, David,
Hello,
congratulations.
David. How you doing?
Good, good. Thanks for having me.
Oh, congrats on 1,000 subscribers. Nice job. That has to feel
thank
good.
you. And I've been driving, so I just got back and everything. So I've seen people making different comments and congratulations. So thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Haven't been ignoring you. It's just that we're actually going to move tomorrow. We're in Flagstaff right now, and we are going to the South Rim tomorrow. So
good.
Early. Well, actually, I got to pick up a couple new tires for my tag axles tomorrow morning at discount, and then we'll be heading out to the South Rim. So
nice. Now, are you boondocking over that way, or have you got an RV park or something scheduled?
We've been boondocking here at Walnut Canyon Dispersed Camping. We've been here for 8 or 9 days now, and we're heading out to, I think it's called Old Road 64 or something like that. It's another dispersed camping area.
Yep.
And then from there, we'll head to Page, Arizona, and I'm not sure exactly where we're going to stay right there yet. But my dad's got his birthday coming up, so we had to detour our trip a little bit, and we're heading up to St. George, Utah for his 95th birthday.
Okay.
So,
okay. Yep. I love that area, and I think I know exactly where you're talking about, boondocking there by the South Rim. And if it's the same place, I was thinking it's the 525 road, but I know it was a number road name, and it's all BLM back in there. But I have to say that the terrain and the landscape looks identical to Bend. So being there was a little slice of home, being in the woods there.
Well, the other day we were coming out of Flagstaff, and we're only about 8 miles away from Flagstaff, and we were just driving down the old Route 66 out to where we're at. And my wife says, "Man, this reminds me so much of Bend." So you're right.
Yeah, absolutely. Don, you have a question out there. What are you drinking, Don?
Well, I was drinking Pendleton and Coke.
All right. Yeah. Oh, there it is. We didn't ask you, Gary. We did. David,
and I need another one. I've been enjoying a Jamaican coffee, but I think it's just about gone, so I don't get any more myself. I'd actually have to go inside. I had a little trouble signing on, so it took a few extra drinks to actually get up and online. So
you mean a few extra steps?
There you go. There you go. How is the weather in Bend? It is getting cold, is it not, Don?
I would say so, yes.
Yeah, I think we were at were we 34 this morning?
I got 33 this morning.
33. Yeah.
Yikes.
Was it yesterday? It was 30 or something like that.
Oh yeah, there's a reason why I set my leave date right around October 1st, because it does happen here quickly, and all bets are off after October 1st. I'm here to tell you. So X Fired Up is going to have one for me, since I can't have my own. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. Oh yeah, rub it in right there.
Yeah, but she didn't tell you it's also 100% humidity.
Humidity, exactly. Okay, so we had it.
You gotta swim when you get out of the RV.
I spent 2 months there last winter.
Yeah, and going down to the south, that's just part of it. You just understand that it's going to be humid out there. But It actually wasn't too bad the winter that I spent down there in Florida, and I hardly noticed it at all. But it was winter. We didn't wait until summer and I think there's a big difference there. So
Right.
yeah, there you go.
Well, I'll tell you, we were
100%
in
humidity.
Georgia in the summer. Yeah. Georgia was like 80-90% humidity all the time and 100 degrees. So the index was
Right.
more like 114 in water.
Yep.
Hard to
Yep.
breathe.
Now there is my kind of weather right there. And Moab and Utah, I want to get to and spend some time. I'd love to spend a couple months and seeing all of Utah, because that is some beautiful area in there. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so we brought up when we were talking about it. Now, Dave, I don't remember now. Are you on lithiums now, or are you still on lead acid battery?
Yeah, I'm on lithiums now. I put those in before I left Yuma back in, it was like March. And I've got, my batteries are, what are they, like 105 amp hours? So 630 amp hours.
Right.
And I heard you
Right.
guys talking earlier. I've had one time when I wasn't paying attention and all of a sudden everything shut off. It's like, oh, I guess the batteries are dead. But you can hear that was back east. You know, we have our mini split. So we run our mini split off our batteries also.
Right.
And if it's real sunny out, it works really well and it keeps up pretty decently.
Okay.
But in the east, where it's a lot of trees and things, you don't get very much sun at all. We had to run so I sold my big generator, my Onan. I sold that.
Right.
That's where I put my mini split. And I have a little Honda generator now that I run. So I just plug that in and run that. And it just, so the charger's running the batteries at the same time. It's running the mini split. So between the batteries and the converter, it keeps the mini split running and it slowly charges the batteries back up. But it was tough back east. It's a lot better out here, but 630 amp hours. Like we just had 2 days of rain here, and today I'm at 294. I'm down 294. So it's been keeping it up even with the rain. You know, I haven't used the generator for this time in Flagstaff at all. Arizona is pretty nice.
Right. Would you say that you use a high amount of electricity? I mean, obviously running a mini split, you're probably using a lot of power during the day.
Yeah, so the idea of the mini split, and this works very well in Arizona or anywhere out west, basically, is that we're only going to be using it during the day when we have sun. So the solar is augmenting it and everything works fine. But back east, we had to run it 24/7. And so it became an issue trying to keep the batteries charged up and have the mini split running. And so I kept running the generator. Eventually I ended up just plugging into my son's plugging my charger into my son's 15 amp so that it could keep the rig going and everything. But yeah, it's we typically would use about 150 through the night. That's what we use. So we're pretty light on our power usage.
How many watts does that mini split use?
It's very efficient, whatever it is.
All I do is have my AC amps. This is the first one. Look at my AC amps, and it runs anywhere from 6 to 11 amps, 11, 12 amps of AC power off my inverter. So I have a 3,000 watt inverter, and that's what's running the whole coach. So 3,000 watts converts to about 26 amps. So typically my wife can use the microwave at the same time the mini split's going. She can use the toaster oven at the same time. She just can't run all of those at the same time. So, which she did try once, but for most part, we don't worry about it too much. It's just kind of there in the background.
Yeah.
But now that we're back west, with the dry humidity, very little humidity, we don't have to run the AC much at all, even though it's 80 something degrees outside. It really doesn't bother us, and of course now it's cooling off. Right now,
But
we're
I'm
at 7,000.
noticing a trend. More is better, and I might be a little light right now
Right.
at 400 amps.
Yeah,
And
when you said that you did 4 batteries, I have 6 batteries, so I think that you need at least 6. And
yeah.
you know, in your case where you have the residential fridge and everything, 8 may be better. So
Gary, you have like 20 batteries, right?
No, I have 8.
Okay.
And we do crazy stuff like you maybe you've seen my videos. I try to run 10,000 watts here at the same time off my batteries, and
I
it
have
all
seen
goes,
that.
man.
It all goes.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Not for
Well,
long, though.
Shout out to Miss Pearl. Glad to have you here. That I'm sure you and Bob are there. Somebody was asking earlier where we were heading next, and we'll get to that in just a little bit. But Don and I are planning on traveling. We're actually at the same park. Now, Don, I don't know why you're not here. You should just be here. You could have been. You're more than invited to come over here and actually sit here and co-host with me.
Yeah, come
But
on,
we're
Don. Take the 90-second walk and get over there.
90 seconds. It's more than that.
it's more than that.
It's about a 5
So-
minute ride, and I'm in shorts, and it's starting to cool off.
It is. It is.
And you're
It
getting old.
is starting to cool off. So,
So one
But,
thing I should probably mention is the biggest difference between me and you guys is all of you guys are 50 amp service, and I'm only 30 amp.
yeah. Okay.
So all my rig is normally geared towards is 30 amp. So that was with the big. I had 2 big AC units on my rig, and I've taken those off. I don't have those anymore. I just have you know, fans up there, and that's all I have now. So it's a little different. My situation is considerably different than what you were. If I had a 50 amp, I'd re-engineer that a lot more towards like what Gary's got, I guess, you know, trying to figure that all out, you know.
Like 20 batteries and
I've got a friend that's got 11.
oh my gosh. All
Well,
right.
You know,
Didn't that guy at Quartzsite last
depends
year,
on
the guy
how
had
many
4,000
cells you
on
can
his
get
roof,
for
didn't he have
free.
20 batteries, 20 battle barns?
Yeah, it was an ungodly amount.
Yeah.
That was a lot. And I
Where do you
don't
put
was
your
it-
stuff?
yeah, I think he had like 4,000 watts of solar up on the roof, and
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
that was
Or
quite
no, actually, wasn't it 20,000 watts? That's Bob. He'll remember.
No,
Bob
4,000
would know.
solar. But I believe he had 20 Battleborn batteries.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
And
That's
And a very thick wallet.
well,
Very.
where do you put these things is the next
Yeah.
question. I mean, you got to have some room to put these things. Now, you can stack these things. These aren't like lead acid batteries. You can actually stack these things side by side and wherever they fit, just as long as you can secure them. That is pretty amazing to me.
Yeah, in one of my videos, I did a flyover of all the coaches in Quartzsite. And when I flew over his coach, I backed up and took another look at that. Like, what the hell is that? It was impressive.
Yeah. Oh, Don, WCRV Adventures is Don. Shorts are okay. Dave isn't wearing pants. Yeah, Don's used to it by now. You know, he's all right.
Pants since late 2021.
Bob was thinking 40. He couldn't have. I don't see how you could have 40,000 watts. That is just an ungodly amount. No, I barely have enough room to fit the. I don't know what am I up to? 1,400, 1,600 watts up on the roof. I don't even know what you would do with even 4,000, let alone 40,000.
Crazy.
Well, you can run 3 ACs on it all day.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. Well, and we've found that you can now. Obviously, you would agree, Gary. More is better, and probably if you were going to recommend a number of batteries for an RV or a coach,
when it comes to solar and batteries and inverters, buy as much as you can afford. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
And then get a few more.
And then get a few more. Yeah. Well, I got mine for free thanks to Bob, and I can't complain about the price, but I am considering buying a couple more, and I don't know if it's okay to put new batteries with older batteries on those lithiums, but mine aren't very old, so I think it'd be safe to do. So
I would say, Dave, when I used to sell batteries, I used to tell people with LifePo 4, as long as you get them within about a year of the first ones, you're good.
Yeah.
After that, you got to start thinking about it.
Right. Now, there was a question that has come up in my mind, and I have not researched it. Maybe somebody out there knows. On the literature for the batteries, the Dr. Prepare batteries that I got, it says no more than 4. You can hook 4 of them up in what was it, series, I think, but
yeah,
no more than that.
But you're not in series; you're in parallel.
Okay.
So go crazy.
So go. All right.
See, when you're hooking them up in series, you're multiplying the voltage. So 4 12-volt batteries in series is 48 volts. They don't want you to on that. But when you're hooking them up in parallel, then you're just building the amps. The voltage stays the same. So you can parallel it out as far as you want. Is
that right? Okay. Yeah. I didn't know if there was something involving the charging that they didn't want you to do more than that. Yeah, that was something
it has to do with the actual BMS in the battery management system, which is the card that takes care of the battery. I have Renogy batteries. They say no more than 1 in series. You can't put them in series. You can only run them in parallel, which is fine. Okay. That's what I'm going to do anyway. But those batteries, they say you could put 4 in series, but then you could put 4 more in series and then parallel them together, and then 4 more in series and parallel them together.
If you had like a 48-volt system.
Yeah, because some people do that, right? And then they use a DC to DC converter to bring it down, right?
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Traveling Merton and Sue are here. Glad to have you here.
I was on their live today.
Oh, were you? Okay.
Yeah. They had a little game there. They were asking all their people online questions about you. You know, how many kids do you have? What did you do before? Where do you live? It was fun. I had a good time.
Oh, good deal. A good deal. I don't think I've caught them live, so I'm going to have to look that up and see. And they threw out, let's see if I don't know if this will all post up here. Yeah. They said that get a hold of them if you're heading out there to the east, and they'd love to meet up with you. So glad to have you guys here. And they said congrats on the 1,000 subs.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's been a fun journey. It's a lot of fun. Right now I'm doing we've just been so busy and I'm behind quite a few videos still. I've been producing videos every 3 days. It's lots of watch hours. But it was and then I've had people get a hold of me just since I hit 1,000 too, saying, oh, you're doing things wrong, and get a hold of us and pay us and we'll tell you how to do things, make it work better. It's like, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just here having fun, I'm retired. So, this is a lot of fun, and it's fun meeting everything. The thing that I'm really concerned about is having my first live.
Okay. Well,
yeah, me too, Dave.
I'm not sure.
Maybe.
I appreciate that. I can tell you guys, you guys would all do well with a live. Obviously, you come on, but there are a lot of YouTubers out there that don't like to do the lives because you're afraid of something that you're going to say that you can't edit out. And what I've basically said is just be yourself. Just be yourself, and other than Gary, you'll be fine. So,
well, my big concern is someone else coming on when I'm on. So,
that's my concern.
I might have to bribe a few people. Say, hey, make sure you come and do this or whatever.
Right.
Maybe some of the people around the park in Yuma that watch or something, I can get them to
Right.
at least jump on there. So I got my kids on there, maybe. I don't know, that's the scary part. So I don't have a problem talking to people, but it's just, I don't know. If I got on there and only one person showed up, then I'd be a little deflated.
Yeah, no, and the very first one that I did was with Miss Karen. We were in Kansas, and I had never done a live before, and I was kind of curious what that would be like. And I just threw it up there, and lo and behold, all of a sudden, people started showing up, and you got to be kidding me! And the rest is history. I've been doing it ever since, and I don't even know. It's been a couple years now, and I've really looked forward to doing those. In fact, I'm quite disappointed when I can't do them, and so those weeks where I have to call it off, whether for whatever reason. I am legitimately or genuinely disappointed that I can't get that done. So
My problem with doing a live is I tend to over explain everything to the point that nobody can understand what I'm talking about anymore.
yeah, right. No, I don't think so. But we all worry about that a little bit, even with our videos, right? I mean, some of our videos when we first start are 26 minutes long, and you just explained why the side of tires are black, and
Well, I'll tell you, when I did my mini split video, installing it and everything, and I think it's like an hour 10 minutes or something. I can't remember, but I mean, it's everything in there. And I figure,
Right.
people can jump to whatever chapter they want. They can speed it up. They can not, just watch what they want, whatever. I've had comments from some people that said, man, you talk way too much. And then I get comments from others saying, man, I love the detail that you go into explaining this. It's made it a
Yeah.
lot easier. So, everyone's different and you
Yeah.
can't please everyone. So you just
Yeah.
do whatever and just say, it'll work for some and won't work for others. That's why, if someone's saying, hey, I can tell you how to get more views and all that, it's like, I'm just doing this for me and having fun, and trying to
Yep.
help people and just meet people. That's what I'm doing it for. So
Perfect.
I don't need
Perfect.
someone telling me that I need to jump up and down and do all this other stuff to do whatever, it's just,
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what that's where I first started it. It was, and I still, I want to have something to look back on, and it's more or less my photo album. And I enjoy going back and watching my videos and watching some of those things, and they were all memories. And yes, there was probably 3 hours of video that got chopped down to 15 minutes. So I watch it and go, I remember what happened right after that,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
So David,
Well, yeah,
where
there's-
are you heading next?
So we're heading up towards, we're going to go to the South Rim tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, we're actually taking a helicopter ride around the South Rim. And then we're going to go up into Utah to my dad's place for his 95th birthday.
Perfect. Perfect.
And then
Well,
as soon as that's done, we're headed down to Yuma. So we'll be in Yuma for 6 months. So
okay.
work
And
camp.
I'll be down there, and I look forward to seeing you down there.
Yeah, it would be fun to see
Absolutely.
everybody. So I think, Don, you were saying that you weren't going to be down there, or you're not really sure yet, or?
I don't know. I've only kind of semi planned it down through Pahrump.
He's going to be down there. I'm going to drag him down there. I'm going to drag him all the way down there. He'll be down there. I'm
I
going to
might
drag
go
him
down
over
there
to
and-
Molcas. We're going over to Mexico. Absolutely. We'll
Yeah,
make it happen.
yeah. I may go down there and have them install. Of course, I have installed 2 more batteries for me.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Because you can get those batteries cheap during the big tent sale,
Yeah.
even at the installer. I mean, I think my batteries were $575 a piece at the installer.
Right.
And
Right.
that's the Line UT 1300.
Okay.
Which,
All
Dave,
right.
I guess that's what you got.
Yep, that's what I have.
Okay.
They've been good batteries.
Yeah.
Gary, now you said it earlier. You are coming down. But you're going over
we're
to
going
the
to
East
Florida.
Coast. Yeah,
We'll
you're
see
going
you
over to
in
the East Coast.
Arizona in 24.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going to Florida for 23, Arizona for 24, back to Florida in 25. You know,
All right.
those are very vague plans, but that's most likely how it's going to go. I think in 24 we're going to do another trip like we did this time, another 9,000-mile trip. We're going to go here to Vancouver to California, over to Florida, and back up.
Right on.
But
Right on.
this year we're only going to Florida. This year we want to kind of relax. We're looking forward to spending February in the Keys. But before that, we'll be around the Orlando area because we're going to meet up with so many people there. It's ridiculous. And
Well,
then after February, I'm not sure. But
Right.
it'll all be Florida all winter, though.
Okay.
So
Okay. Well,
you have your reservations in the Keys?
Not yet. I can only book 90 days out on Encore Parks, and I haven't hit the 90-day yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's Encore parks in the Keys, huh?
Yeah, there's two
Yeah.
of them.
Two of them. Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're nice.
There's Sunshine Key and Fiesta Key.
Yep.
I
Both
know.
of them, if
I
you only
know
can
a
book
regular
Encore
park.
both of them, if you can only book Encore 60 days out, you're going to have trouble. But we got the gigaphonic friggin' what is it? The adventure plan where you can get Encores at 90 days.
Right.
So
Right.
we can just book them online at 12:01 a.m. or actually at 1:01 a.m. because they're in a different time zone. But
I got
we should be able to
quoted
just book them right online.
$3,900.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry. I got quoted $3,900 a month at a regular park.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
the sites we'll be staying at are about 150 to 200 a night. We'll be there for a month. But we'll
Yeah.
have to pay $20 a night because they charge you that as a premium park, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't have much hope of actually getting a because I can only go 60 days out on my reservations. So I don't have a lot of hope of booking those down there, those two Encore parks. But I am going to look at a year in advance, and you do have to book them a year in advance. But I'd like to book at least 2 weeks at two of the different state parks that are down there because they're beautiful too. I've been to a couple of those last time I was down there, but I did learn that you have to book those a year in advance.
I've actually heard they extended that out to 15 months advance.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you're thinking of going there, research it because some of them are 15 months now.
Yeah, 2025. So I guess I'm going to have to look into that and see. I hadn't heard that, but thanks for that tip. I appreciate it. Don, you and I are going to be traveling down here as soon as Friday or Saturday this week, right?
Friday, I'm heading to Crater Lake National Park,
Right.
75 miles from here.
Yep, and we have kind of an itinerary going down. We're going to try to hit up, depending on what the weather is doing. We're going to try to go through the Sierra Nevadas there, if possible. We've got a ghost town to go up there and see. I'm really excited to show you that one. But then we drop out of there and we drop into Area 51. We'll probably do a little bit of time there at Area 51 and so, and hopefully have our very first live from where I boondock right there near Area 51.
Yep. Hopefully they don't scramble Starlink there. So
right. Yeah.
Just put a drone up to distract them.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Absolutely. But we've got a couple of tips and things to see down there, and we're going to go and check those out and see. I've never actually been to a couple of the gates down there, and so I look forward to that. And we've got the bikes running, so we'll be able to take the bikes and just see what kind of trouble we can get into down there.
Did you make a video about spiffing up your bike there, Dave?
I did. I've actually, if you can see right here is there's the GoPro right there.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
I look forward to that.
Yeah. And it's not going to be much, but it's one of those fun projects that, and I did a time lapse on that, and we'll see how that turns out.
Make YouTube short.
Well, if Don shows me how to do it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Next exit asks, when will we be in Northern Nevada? We are going to be down there in probably, what do you say, Don? Are we going to be, we're going to be right down there by Tom and Lori. We're going to be right down there by Bob and Pearl. I think they're over near Tahoe, and we've got that on our itinerary. It's probably going to be a week or a week and a half in.
Well,
So that's about 2
Tahoe-
weeks from now.
Ta- Get forced, that's not something we got to do it at those dates.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
because we can boondock instead. But that's the tentative time frame to at least be there, right? So
Right.
I'd say probably 2 weeks after we leave.
Yeah, but I was thinking maybe a week and a half, or a week and a half, maybe two. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to get a hold of you there, Bob, and see what you guys are planning to be down there. But we definitely look forward to seeing you. Tom and Lori, I think they're planning on traveling soon. Gonna have to. I wanted to wait until we got a little more firm on when we were going to take off, and so that I kind of had a roundabout idea of when we were going to be down there. But yeah, we're looking at being in Area 51 around. I wanted to say that was mid-October, and so we'll probably be there at least a week, if not longer.
Well, I
Right.
think if since you're going to Crater Lake, you're going to get a little cold before you get out of there. So
Well, it is south of here,
this time of
75
year.
miles.
Yeah.
It may be
Yeah,
too
but a
cold.
lot higher
I wanted,
elevation.
I wanted to go film the about 6 or 7 waterfalls Will Nelly filmed and around that area, but it may be, since I'm only on a motorcycle, it may be a little chilly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it really, this once we get to this time of the year, all bets are off. And I've literally had it snowing on me the very first weekend in October, and so that will change my plans dramatically right there.
Me too.
It won't take me long to get out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dave, did you
yeah.
see that post from Wayne and Carrie? Florida
No.
State Park, 11 months out. Talk to Carrie. She has a system.
Oh, 11 months. Talk to Carrie.
She's
She
a
has
smart
a
girl,
system.
that one.
Oh, I'll tell you what. By the way, speaking of, I didn't do an update on the fantasy football. We've got something weird going on with the fantasy football. I apologize. We're kind of out of time tonight, but I've got a message into NFL fantasy football and see if we can figure out what's going on there. But we basically lost all of our stats. I don't know the wins and losses for everybody, and I don't know exactly what's going on with that.
I'm winning now.
Yeah. Hopefully by next week I'll have some sort of update for you, and we can cover it. We are out of time, guys. Will you stay for the after show afterwards? If you want, stay in the room, stay online, and as soon as we get off here, we can chat. That's turned into a lot of fun, by the way.
I live for the after show.
Yeah. Bob, we will definitely get a hold of you, and we look forward to definitely connecting with you guys down there. So I'm glad that Richard Mink is in the house. Glad to have you here. He's in New Mexico, right there. I'm going to give HC Carefree Highway the last word of the night because we are all out of time. But you guys, it is always a pleasure. I always look forward to talking to you guys. Open mic night has really been kind of a lot of fun ever since we started that. And let's see if we can't. Would you all be in for a game if I came up with that?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this one up. I'm going to give HC Carefree Highway the last word of the night right there. Have a good night. Have a good week, guys. Safe travels. We'll see you guys next week. Take care, all.
Cheers,
Cheers.
everyone.
Well, I'm kind of empty, but yeah, it's.
Well, you'll be feeling that soon, Dave.
Right.
Are
Exactly.
we off? Are we off, Dave?
No, we're not yet, Don. Just wait. Be patient.
Calm down.